In this video, you will learn how you can build websites just like this animated, high-quality, interactive website, all using AI, and specifically we're going to be using Fable 5, which is a new model that have been re-released back, and today I'll show you all capabilities, how you can build, animate, and create websites exactly like this that are all mobile responsive. So if I preview it here, you can see that it looks on all devices very well. And then I'll show you how to go viral on Twitter. As you can see, my posts go consistently viral. This one got 2.6 million views. This one got 400,000. This one got 3.2 million. So there are specific things that you can do to make sure that your account will go viral. I have been on Twitter for almost a year and I grew it to 60,000 followers, and I believe that any designer or developer can do that as well. So stay tuned and let's get into the video. The first step with building with any model is going to Pinterest and looking for some inspiration that you like, something that looks 3D, maybe some interactions and maybe some animations that you like. Just find an image and then we'll start working with it. I already found this image that looks pretty cool, and I want to animate this and then use it as interaction on my website. So the first thing that I can do is I can go to ChatGPT image, or I'm using Hexfield in this. By the way, I'm not affiliated or sponsored by Hexfield. I'm going to change 16:9 here, and then I'm going to say something like, create me an image like this, but place this globe closer to the bottom of the page and leave a lot of space empty. And then I'm going to just click on generate and see what it comes back with. And this is what we received. Now let's turn it into a video. So for the prompt, I usually say what I wanted to do. So make the planet spin and do not change size or position. Do not zoom in or zoom out. I'm going to select around 10 seconds, 1080p, 16:9, and let's click on generate and see what it comes back with. And here's the video that SİTESİNİ generated. Now let's start actually building the site, and just go to Claude, click on download icon here. Once that's done, you'll have Claude installed on your computer. And by the way, this website, as well as all of the website that I show you in the beginning of the video, you can get on motionsites.ai. Just go here and there are all of these websites that you can just copy the prompt, paste it to Claude, and get the same result. I just uploaded them there, so you'll not be wasting credits on trying to achieve some results. You'll have the good results by default. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new session, and before putting our video, I want to have some beginning of the design set ready, so I don't have to spend a lot of credits on trying to find out design. So I'm going to copy this, but I'm going to remove the interaction here, and we're going to place our video there. So I'm going to just paste this prompt here, and I'm going to say, build me this website, this hero section. Let's say, build me just this hero section, but remove the interaction, reveal hover interactions. I want to drop that and keep the background pure black because I'm going to have some other stuff for you later to do. Just build this hero section. Let's make sure that the Fable 5 is selected, and let's just send it and see what it comes back with. And here we have our result. Fable did exceptional job. Now let's actually add our video. So all I have to do is just download the video from Claude, from Hexfield here, and just drag it into a folder that Fable created. So I believe this is this folder, or we can just drag it into the chat here. So let's do it like this. I'm gonna say, add this video as the background over here section. Please do not add any overlay over it. So, and also let's change the orange color to purple. And let's just send it and see what it comes back with. And here we can see that the Fable added this video and changed the color to this beautiful purple. Now let's ask it to build the rest of the next section. So I'm gonna say, please build the next section. Let's keep this video fixed when scrolling, so the user scrolls, but the video stays pinned. The text disappears, and we have 3 cards, which would be like a tagline, headline, and short description without any kind of overlay for these cards, just text all around the video. So 2 cards on the left side and 2 cards on the right side, similar to how the layout we have right now for our hero section. And then a small headline, like similar to what we have right now in the headline. Build next 2 sections in this format. You can be creative a little bit, so you can change section to sections, but I just want to see how good you understand what I mean. And let's just send it and see what it comes back with. So this is what we got. We have the first section and then we have the second section, which looks cool, but the third section is actually very similar to the second. And yeah, so let's ask AI to fix it. I'm going to say, okay, let's drop the third section completely, remove that. It's too similar to the current second sections, and build the rest of the website around 4 to 5 additional sections using the style that we already established, using the fonts, the background color, the kind of sizes that we already established on the page, on the hero section, but hide the video. So after the second section, the video should disappear. Just build the rest of the website as you see fit. And let's just send that and see what it, let's drop, let's say remove. See what it comes back with. And here's the rest of the website. So we have the second section, we'll scroll, we can see the third section, the fourth, which I especially like for this unique layout. We have the fourth section, not fan of the stroke, still uses some AI generated stroke, which looks very AI coded. But otherwise, a lot of these sections are really, really cool, especially this one. As you can see, like once we have the styles, once we have the layout, the fonts, AI is able to very smartly reuse a lot of these, and you get not standard AI slop layouts, which is pretty cool. I see a few things to improve. First one is the background is different. So let's just take a screenshot of this background, go to Figma. I'm just going to paste that and I'm going to blur it so I can kind of take the average color. So let's blur it a little bit. And now I can just take a color from this thing. Let's say this. I'm going to say, let's do a few edits first. Let's make the backgrounds of all sections to be this one. And I'm going to paste that. Let's put number 1 here, number 2. In the pricing sections, let's not use the stroke for the cards. Let's remove the stroke and make the lines next to the description. So like one regional guide, community maps, weekly straight, strata digest, make them gray, not purple. And let's just send that and see what it comes back with. And here's the result that we've got. As you can see, the background is now the same color as the video. And then we have this section that looks much better. I think let's improve also the footer. Let's generate some more assets for this because it looks currently a little bit too dark. So just go to Pinterest again and find something that would fit your niche. So since we're building something related with the planet, let's find an image that we like and scroll through until you find an image that you want to add to the footer. I found this one. Now let's just upload it into Kling. I'm going to be using Kling for this one. So let's select Kling 3.0. For the prompt, let's say something like animate this, rotate the earth in its place slowly. The animation must be smooth with true depth of motion, no zoom in or zoom out. And let's just send that and see what it comes back with. Once finished, this would be the result. So we have this beautiful smooth animation. Let's just download it and go back to our Claude website and just drag it here. And I'm going to say, please add this to our call to action section, which is start where you stand, the last section, but it should cover also the footer. But in the footer, remove the last line. So where it says 2026, Lithos, all strata reserved and built on Bedrock, delete this completely. And the line between footer and call to action also remove. The video should not have any overlay and it should span these two sections, if you know what I mean. So let's just send that and see what it comes back with. By the way, you can get this video at motionsites.ai/backgrounds. Just copy that, paste in your website, and you'll have the same result. The only thing, now the links are not so very well readable. So let's say the headlines for the footer links, which says explore, company, and follow, make them white because now they're not very good for readability. And also let's have another video for the quote section, which says the first tool that makes a wrote code field like a library, etc. Let's put this link as the background of this section. And now I'm just gonna go to motion size.ai backgrounds, and I'm gonna choose a background that I wanted to add as our background. Let's take something that looks cool. For example, this one. I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna say this one, and let's just send it and see what it comes back with. And this is what we have so far. We have this section that I think requires a little bit more work. We have this stats section with the background, pricing section, and the footer. One thing that I'd like to update is to have this video play on scroll. So I'm gonna say in here section, the first video, let's play based on scroll. So tie it to a user scrolling the page, and then it should basically scroll with that. And this is what we have. So once we scroll, we can see that the video is scrolling as well. The only thing is that between the second and the third section, there is a very strong transition. Let's have it kind of like a gradient from transparent to the solid color. So the transition for the video is not so strong, if you know what I mean. Let's just send that and see what it creates. And this is what we have currently. As you can see, we have this section. Now this section looks a little bit too empty. So again, the best way and the simplest way to do that is just add some videos. So let's go to motion size.ai, and I like this one. If I preview it, you'll see that it would perfectly fit the theme of our website. So let's just paste that on the bottom of this section. I'm gonna just paste the link, and I'm gonna say add this video as the background of this section. And let's just paste the name without any overlays. And I think this section is currently too tall. Let's get rid of around 3 cards, 3 bottom tiles, and that would make it better. And this is what we have now. Let's build the rest of the pages. So we have field guides, geology, plants, and live tour. So let's say that, okay, thanks for building this page. Looks great. Now let's use the similar principles and build the rest of the pages. So field guides, geology, plants, live tour, and sign up page. Just build it out and see what it comes back with. And I guess it still builds, but yeah, I just want to show you what it builds. So this is the sign up page, which looks pretty cool. We use the background. We also have the final field guide section and geology, which are using some of the assets that we already created. Let's preview some more. We have this one having this video in the background. Now let's actually record this and post it on social media, because this is actually how you grow. You don't just create, you post it on social media. So I'm gonna use any screen recording software, and I'm just gonna select like this and click on record video. Let's go through the pages. The Claude still builds stuff in the background, so it might interfere with me recording and stuff, but I don't think that's gonna be a big problem. So let's just click on some stuff, and yeah, now we can just save this. Just click on post, upload the video. While it uploads, it's basically how I started my Twitter. So the very few posts that I did, I tagged Lovable. This was not intentional. I didn't know about this kind of tip or trick to use, and they just reposted it. So like if I go view activity and repost, you can see that Lovable did. And after that, like almost every of my post was sometimes mentioning Lovable, sometimes right, like tagging them, and they will repost it if you provide real value. I'm not talking about Lovable specifically. Not sure if they do kind of repost user stuff right now at this moment. Seems like they do, but there is gazillion of different companies like that would repost your stuff if you provide real value for the users, if you show what can be done with their platform, and they can and they will kind of repost it. And that's how you grow. Just say something very simple. Make sure that the first frame of your video looks good, because this is basically a thumbnail like for the YouTube. Currently this is not the best kind of starting point. So just find where it looks like really cool. So somewhere where the animation starts, but also the content is visible. Basically, if the thumbnail of your video is not very good, none of your videos will perform either on Twitter or on YouTube. So let's just wait. And then we can say something like Claude AI. Not saying that Claude AI will repost your video, but there is small chance that they will. Very small, but I think if they see it and they like it very much, it's easy now to create websites with AI. Don't write like an essay here. Twitter is not the place for that. Maybe use an emoji of heart or something and stuff like that. And that's how you grow. That's how you create websites, find clients. Then in the description to your post, you put your lead magnets. So never put like lead magnet in the headline. As you can see, I did here. The first post is basically providing value. And then if someone likes it, they might click on it, and then I just say, hey, if you like this, you can access all of these prompts from the video in here. And yeah, that's how you grow, because if you just even put here, then a lot of people will think this is a spam or something. That's how I do for a lot of these prompts. Provide value first, and then put the call to action inside of the description. So that's how you find clients. That's how you create those websites. If you have any more questions on how you can actually host this, how you can put it onto a live domain and give it to your client, let me know in the comments and I'll create the next video about that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.